I want to talk a little bit on the practicality of hydrogen versus electricity as well as the cost. But first, I'd like to respond to a couple points from the opposition. Dave mentioned that we would probably introduce hydrogen as a hybrid first by having a hydrogen gas hybrid similar to the Prius. But at the same time, there would be no benefit to having such a hybrid because since we already have hydrogen itself has no benefits over electricity, and we already have several effective hybrid electric cars such as the Prius and the Civic, the Insight. Almost every car manufacturer actually has one hybrid electric coming out in the near future. Hydrogen on average, as everyone has said, costs about $5 a kilogram from a filling station. For argument's sake, we'll say that gasoline on average is about $3. If I were to travel 300 miles in the FCX Clarity, the trip would cost me about $22, $22.05 to be exact. If I were to make the same trip in a hybrid electric Toyota Prius, it would cost me only $18.36. A large amount of the hype from hydrogen power was made when gas prices were still rising at the $4 to $5 level. The price comparisons that came out in many magazines at that point seemed a lot more convincing than they do today. When we stack up the current prices of gas against hydrogen, we can see that gas-electric hybrids are much more efficient, as well as cheaper to operate. I'd also like to address the fact that, or the comment that electric cars are not economically viable because of their range and their charge cycle. Electric cars have the lowest operation cost of any of the alternative fuel sources. The Tesla Roadster itself costs less than 1 cent per mile to operate and can be charged in your garage every night, eliminating all need for trips to any other source of refueling station. In 2012, Tesla is releasing a four-door sedan called the Model S with similar performance to the Roadster, but it is priced at only $57,000. The government also provides a $7,000 or $7,500 tax credit if you buy an all-electric vehicle, putting the cost of this sports sedan at under $50,000. The future of electric vehicles is bright. Their environmental impact is next to nothing. Their cost of operation is next to nothing, and new innovative vehicles continue to develop every year. Compare this to the handful of highly impractical hydrogen cars that are on the road today. The point is that where we are in terms of development of electric vehicles is much further along than the infancy stages of development we are at with hydrogen. There's no way to make a hydrogen vehicle currently that can be sold to the public. The example I used earlier with the Tesla and the Clarity itself is rumored to cost about $2 million to produce by Honda. It was produced simply as a technical feat. They won't sell you one. They can only lease you one for $600 a month on a 3-year lease, which doesn't include the hydrogen itself. So they're taking a huge loss on this product, but they want to be the first ones to develop the technology so others will follow suit. There's no way to reduce the cost of production unless they're mass-produced in thousands. Even then, the price would not drop dramatically to the point where the average man could afford one. In terms of practicality, the Obama administration made the right decision by choosing the practical solution of supporting the hybrid electric car industry. The technology itself is great in theory, but it's just not anywhere near ready to be put into practice.